Hey guys, so I bought these quick disconnects for garden hoses. They work the same as the air fittings, but I wanted to see how they did because a lot of the reviews said they leaked. So what I'm going to do is take two ends of one hose and show how they work, and then I want to install it outside and we'll demonstrate. Okay, so this is how they come from the factory. And I looked at it and thought, that doesn't make any sense. But once I figured out that you take this off, that's one end and this is one end. So this is unassembled, this is assembled. This is a pair. But I thought, why did they give you these two extra? Well, that lets you put these two on faucets. So I have an outside faucet in the front and an outside faucet in the back. So I can put this on the faucet, put this on a hose, and I can use the quick disconnect for 4 hoses, 2 faucets. So it's actually a good idea. The side that would normally go on the faucet, it attaches the same way. Make sure you have the rubber washer in there, and you quite literally just put it on. Now you're going to want to use a pair of pliers to tighten that as much as possible. And this would be the equivalent of a spigot. So put that on the spigot, and then when you're ready to use this, you have to grab this and pull the first piece down. So you just pull that down, and when I pull that down, that now fits together. I don't think they'll leak in this connection or this connection, because those actually you can seal. So they have 3 ball bearings in here, and when you put this on, it flexes. See that? So it flexes and allows it to leak. There's 3 ball bearings. You need at least 5. I'd like to say the more the better, but there is a point where you can't fit more in there. The normal is 5 ball bearings for a hose that either won't leak or leaks very little. So I can now bring my hoses in a lot easier. I can also take my 100-foot hose and bring around front and not have to reseal the hose side to the faucet directly. I can just disconnect these. Now the downside of this is I normally leave my hoses hooked up all summer because I use them so much. Well, with that leak, I no longer can do that. I've got to turn them off and back on. That's no big deal. The hose is wrapped up beside the faucet for storage, even when it's on. Well, I've got to go to the faucet anyway to get this. So, no big problem. So, we'll take this outside and we'll try this and see if it leaks. This is the end of the hose that goes into the faucet, and the faucet has to have one of these on it. That's determined by the male-female. Make sure you got a gasket in there. We call those rubber washers. Okay, so to get this on, I have to pull on that, put that in and let it down. Works just about like an air hose. Been hearing good things about this no-squeeze watering nozzle. Also called a fireman's nozzle because of the arrangement. So I picked one up to put out here, washing the cars, the driveway and stuff. Already pre-installed the end. Tighten that up. Tighten this up. Looks good. Already put this end on. Give you a close up of how those work. You pull back that band. There we go. So does it leak? We'll have to let the air. Power is the one I use the most around the house. So let's turn it off. See how that's leaking? Let's see if we can tighten that stop. The piece of this adapter that comes out actually is stopping that from tightening because I tighten this and that spins. It's a pretty small place to get a pair of pliers on. Not sure I'll be able to. So this seems to be leaking. And tighten both sides of this one. I need a second pair of pliers. Turn that water off because I've got to take this off to work on it. Got to release the pressure. So that should be fairly tight. There we go. Also got to tighten this up. So I'm going to take it off, although I probably don't need to. I think that's as tight as I'm going to get it. So let's try this again. So that seemed to fix the leak on this. And this is the last but still leaks. I can't get in there to tighten that up on a regular hose. I could probably tighten that a little bit more. So it works pretty good. You don't want to take these off under pressure. Turn off the water. To get that off, you're better off to push down on this, and it relieves enough of the pressure you can pull that down. Don't really blame the faucet. Normally an end would have a lot bigger place that I get a hold of with a pair of pliers. This hose had a hole in it, and I put this on to fix the hole, and it has to go up on the end to keep it from leaking. But because of that, I can't get a hold of that. Well, a normal hose would not have it. Might have slowed down the leak, but it didn't stop it. This side, on the other hand, sealed up pretty good. And if I had a regular hose end, that would work okay. The adapters work fine, but the disconnects cost me $6 a hose. They give you 2 extra, but in reality, you can put one of the extras on the faucet and hook two different hoses up as you need different ones. But you have to take that off to go between the hoses, so limited functionality in my opinion. But very happy with both. So if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.